All right, so let's start with our equivalent fractions. What does equivalent mean?
Equal to.
Equal to. Good. So 2/5 is equivalent to 6/15. We divide our denominator. 15 goes in, or 5 goes into 15.
3 times.
And 3 times 2 is
6.
So 2/5 is equivalent to 6/15. 3/4 is equivalent to
15.
All right, 4 goes into 20,
5
and 5 times 3 is
50.
Good deal. 1/2 is equivalent to
4
because 2 goes into 8,
4 times.
and 4 times 1 is
4.
4. Can you write another fraction that's equivalent to 1/2?
8.
6/12, not 6/12.
8 16.
8/16. Can you write another one?
3/6.
3/6.
16.
All right. We're going to add and then write in our simplest form. Remember, you have to show your work and you have to simplify. Even if it doesn't say it, you have to simplify. Okay, 2.5 plus 3 2/5. We've got to first do what? Good. Since this is review, I want y'all to talk me through it, okay? What is my common denominator?
10.
10. 2.5 is equivalent to 2 and 5/10. Talk loud for me. 2 goes into 10, and 5 times 1 is 3 2/5 is equivalent to
40.
not just 4/10,
3
3 4/10. 5 goes into 10,
2 times.
and 2 times 2 is.
4.
Now we're ready to add. 3 plus 2 is,
5.
our denominator stays the same, and 5 plus 4 is
9.
Will 5 and 9/10 reduce?
No.
No, it will not. Good job. Raise your hand if you got that one. Good deal. All right, 1 2/3 plus 6 1/5. What's the first thing I have to do? Common denominator. What is my common denominator?
15.
15. 1 2/3 is equivalent to
1 and 2. 15.
3 will go into 15,
5.
and 5 times 2 is 10. 6 1/5 is equivalent to,
6.
because 5 goes into 15, and 3 times 1 is,
3.
okay, and then we're ready to add. 6 plus 1 is,
7.
denominator stays the same. 10 plus 3 is,
13.
okay, will that reduce? It will not. It will not. 13 is a hard number to reduce, isn't it? Okay, let's go up to our subtract and write in simplest form. Remember, even if it doesn't say to, we always write in simplest form. What's another word for simplest form? You're right. Reduce, lowest terms,
Rename.
not rename. What does rename mean?
Borrow.
That's to borrow. Just the word simplify. Okay, I cannot take 2/9 from nothing. What am I going to do? Borrow or
Rename.
rename. So I can go ahead and move my 2/9 over, and you talk me through. What am I going to do with that 7?
Make it a 6.
Take 1, which makes it a 6. A fraction equal to 1, because 1 plus 6 would be 7. And what fraction am I going to use?
9.
Tell why. Why do I use 9? You're right. Good. Nevaeh says so I can use that same denominator. Whatever your denominator is, use it to make your fraction equal to a whole. That keeps you from having to find common denominators, doesn't it? Now can I subtract? 6 minus 0 is? Denominator stays the same. 9 minus 2 is? Will that reduce? No, it will not. All right, 3 1/3 minus 1 3/11. What do I have to do first?
Find the common denominator.
Common denominator. So I'm just going to move my whole numbers over. And what common denominator did you use? 33. Raise your hand if you used 33. Good deal. All right, 3 will go into 33.
11.
11 times 1 is
11.
11 will go into 33.
3 times.
And 3 times 3 is,
9.
can I subtract or do I need to borrow?
You can subtract.
I can, right. 3 minus 1 is
2.
2. Denominator stays the same. 11 minus 9 is,
2.
will that reduce?
No.
Okay, before we go into this, I was going to see if we had mistakes. What's your question?
Could it be 2 and 121? 2 and
What common denominator did you use?
21.
11 won't go into 21. It would be 22.
Oh.
That's where your mistake is. Good. Thank you for sharing your mistake. Anybody else make one we can talk about and learn from? Grady?
I made a mistake on adding like the simplest one, the second one.
This one? Okay. Did you find your mistake while we were doing it? Will you share it with us?
When I was doing 5 times 15, instead of
Here?
I did plus 2. I mean times 2. I don't know why.
Instead of times 3?
Yeah.
Okay. You just misdivided in your head, right? Good.
On
Mackenzie?
the subtraction, I left the 7 as a 7 and then changed it to a 6.
Did you put the 9 ninths here? Okay. You understand your mistake though. Because that equals a whole, doesn't it? So 1 whole plus 6 equals 7. Good. Anybody else want to share? We can learn from making mistakes. All right, then let's move down to multiply and write in simplest form. Multiply and write in simplest form. And this is something new that we've just learned. So when we have a fraction times a whole number, what do we have to do before we can multiply?
Put a 1 under the 7.
Put a 1 under the 7 or under the whole number. So we're going to put 6/7 times. Now, why do we put a 1 under it?
To make it a fraction.
It does make it a fraction, but why did we choose 1? Why didn't I put 2?
Because it still makes it the same thing. It just makes it a fraction.
Good. What would be a math word for the same thing? It makes an equivalent, right? If I reduced 7 over 1, what would it reduce to? 7. So I didn't change the value, right? Okay, then we're going to multiply our numerators and then our denominators and then see if we can simplify. What is 6 times 7?
42.
And what is 7 times 1?
7.
And what type of fraction do we have here?
An improper.
It is improper. What does this fraction sign mean? Divide. So I'm going to divide the denominator into the numerator. 7 goes into 42.
6 times.
6 times. What is 6 times 7?
42.
So we end up with just a whole number, right? Okay, 3/4. Again, what am I going to do with that 2 so I can multiply? Make it a fraction by putting over 1. Because 2 over 1, when I reduce it, is equivalent to 2. 3 times 2 is, and 4 times 1 is, oh, we're going to end up with a mixed number. I got to reduce it. 4 goes into 6
1 time.
one time. It only goes 1 time. And the denominator stays the same. 1 times 4 is 4. So how many do I have left over?
2.
Am I finished?
No.
It will reduce again, won't it?
1 and 1/2.
1 and 1/2. Good job. Now, I know this one was a challenge that I did with you a moment ago. We'll work on that this week. How about these two? Did anyone make a mistake or find one that we can talk about? Learn from our mistakes? So you guys did pretty good on those then? Because that was new. All right, good job. Good review.